there are a few shows that really like shock you, that really just put you on your butt when you watch it. Game of Thrones and Attack on Titan are two that come to mind. Most shows you get a protagonist who, have some kind of life struggle. Something bad happens and they work their butt off to overcome that struggle and keep advancing, keep getting stronger. See another antagonist, beat that antagonist, see another antagonist, beat that antagonist. Then become, the Hokage or the King of the Pirates or some other thing that everybody else is aiming for. Then you get a show like Attack on Titan, when the things you expect to happen happens but don't happen, and then it happens in a way that you don't see it, and you're just like, what am I witnessing? And on this episode of Movie Breakdown Series Review, I'm going to review Season 1 of Attack on Titan. What's up, world? Welcome to another episode of Movie Breakdowns. I'm your host, Ali Zakka. What's up, world? Welcome to another episode of Movie Breakdown Series Review. I'm your host, Ali Zakka. What's Movie Breakdown Series Review? Well, we take a series, look at it, give it a grade, A through up, plus and minus do count. We look at each season and give an overall grade as well. And there's a series you want me to review, let me know. Please put in the comment section below and I'll get to it as best I can. Also have a Patreon, Patreon/Ali Zakka. Where on that Patreon you request anything that you want me to review. I get to it immediately, put it up there because you're paying for my services. Also, I have another tier on Patreon where you get movie reviews or movie reactions, trailer reactions, other stuff like that, and much, much more. Now, let's go ahead and get into today's episode of Movie Breakdown Series Review of Attack on Titan Season 1. First thoughts. This show is great. Really, really great. It is so good. But it takes so much time to build up though. Like for you to really get invested into people and really see what's going on, it does take a little bit and you don't know how it's going to really pan out when you're first watching this. Matter of fact, when I first watched the season the first time back in college, I almost quit. I almost quit at episode 5, I believe, because I was like, alright, we see, and this got spoilers to review. This is a spoiler review, guys, so you don't want to listen to spoilers. Go watch the show for yourself and come back to the review. But this is spoilers. And when I watched this when I was in college, I was like, yeah, okay. The tragedy happened at the beginning of the season, first episode, tragic strikes. Like every other protagonist in every other season. To Eren, Mikasa, and Armin. Tragedy strikes, they lose everything, they're orphans, and they have to, adapt to the world. They go in the military to learn how to get strong and want to join the scouts so they can beat Titans. Really, they do it because Mikasa and Armin do it to follow Eren, who wants to fight Titans because Titans killed his mother, Batman. And episode 5 happened, or episode 5 or 6. You get to this point where they go through training, they get through all the tough, hard times together. Everything's looking up. Everybody's like, yeah, we're ready to fight the Titans. Yeah, new adventure. Yeah. And then a Titan appeared. The Colossal Titan. This dude is huge, gigantic, the size of a wall, and attacks the good guys. And you're like, okay, well, there's that moment where the good guys might not come out on top. It might be the moment where they all, a lot of people die, but they still survive and they, rally together and beat the bad guy moment. Like in every other TV show, anime, or whatever you're watching with the protagonist come out on top. And then Eren dies. And then that's when I was like, what? Holy crap. I'm now invested because the main character that you was following for 5-something episodes just got eaten, and you're just like, well, dang. And on top of that, he's gone for 2 episodes. So you're just like, what's the show about now? So that moment right there really snuck me into Attack on Titan because I was like, anything can happen at this point. If the main character gets killed, the person I was following for these 6 episodes getting invested in is gone. is that not the main character? Are these other people the main character? Am I following somebody else? Or this overall situation where everybody's the main character? You know, like Ali, you just jump right into it. What's going on? What's the show about? Well, Attack on Titan is about a show where these humans are living in these walls to be safe from these human-eating monsters that look like humans. They're twice as big, towering skyscrapers and buildings, known as Titans. And these Titans came out of nowhere. Humans don't really know where it came from, but they're attacking people. And there's two different Titans that pretty much wreaked havoc on this wall that was protecting humans from the Titans in the outside world. They came in. Pretty much humans had to retreat into the inner wall, which left a whole bunch of poverty and just sickness and illness. It's horrible, horrible stuff, man. But the humans are now trying to fight back on the Titans and pretty much take back humanity. In season 1, you're really learning about what is actually happening. It's really laying down the groundwork through the eyes of Eren, Armin, and Mikasa. So Eren gets eaten. Eren comes out as a Titan. He got eaten by a Titan. His Titan abilities take effect and he comes out as a Titan. He didn't know he was a Titan. Nobody knew he was a Titan. And now you got people panicking, people trying to fight and kill Eren. And this whole thing just really spills over into a mess. And it's a really well written mess because you get attached to characters. You see the fear in other characters and they're written so well that you like understand that, okay, Eren just saved everybody, but at the same time, he is the enemy. So is he on our side or is he on their side? There's no way to really prove this. Titans are evil at the core of things. Let's kill Titans. So let's kill Eren. And there's a scene where Armin and Mikasa and Eren are trying to convince the military that no, we are good guys. We are on your side. We're fighting for humanity. And they still about to get killed. Because at the end of the day, the happy-go-lucky stuff that you wish to watch and wish to see doesn't always happen because life happens. So good. So good. Show that's definitely worth the investment. So definitely worth the watch. And it is really well, really written, really well done. Well done. That's not a word, but whatever. Roll with me on this. And on top of that, the color of the show, the design, the music, all of it all adds up. When tension is supposed to be serious, the serious music plays. When there's a moment of hopefulness, the hopeful music plays. Like, it is done so well in the orchestra of it. There's a couple of soundtracks from this show. I listen to it probably at least once a week because it's just so good. The Attack on Titan song, this not just the opening music, but the actual like Attack on Titan song when Eren fights another Titan plays, and it's so good. Speaking of songs, the opening theme of the show is really good. Season 1 actually has 2 openers. It has, I can't say the name of it, but the first half has a different opener, and then the other one has another one. I don't know the names of it. I want to say one's like something Von Jaeger, and the other one is like, I don't even know the name of it. But they're both 2 different parts, and it's really good music. I love it. I'll play them on repeat at times, especially the Von Jaeger one, which is so good. So good. But this show is done so well, and the character reaction, character motivation in the background of each character, where if a character could be in the scene for maybe about, 2 episodes or 3 episodes, but you get attached to them and think they're going to be an integral part of the series, and then just taken away from you. But when they get taken away from you, the meaning of what happened hits all the other characters because they've been around for so long. And it's not just one of those things where you're like, somebody's getting eaten, but I don't care about them. You care about them because you've seen them go through hardships with the other characters to watch like, wow, this is happening. And the second half of it is crazy too. The second half of season 1, where you find out that like after Eren, everybody found out Eren's a Titan and Eren helps humanity, shut down a hole that prevent Titans from coming in. You get to see the aftermath, which is really dark and gruesome, of what happens when Titans attack and leave, and people who survive got to deal with the aftermath of it. That's some gruesome stuff too. But Eren, ends up fighting another Titan who happened to be like him. So as you're finding out throughout the season that there's more people who can transform into Titans, not just Eren himself, and the reveal of it is shocking as well because of things are happening and setting up. You're just like, I don't expect this. What's happening? That was a person? Really? Didn't see it coming. And this is my second time watching season 1. The first time I watched it, I was like, huh, I'm clueless, didn't know what's going on. Second time I watched it, I'm like, okay, the pieces of the puzzle make sense now. There's a reason why certain things are happening, certain things are being said because of certain events that happened before then. But it didn't hit me until I went back and rewatched it, where I was like, good for you writers for putting that in. Good for you. Good for you. But second half, when Eren fights the second Titan, and it is done so well, and the conflict that goes on, not between Eren and another Titan, but conflict that goes on between Eren and the scout regiment, and Eren and his own group of people that he's working with. So good. So good. And I do like how you get to see in this series how war affects people, how people's lives are affected by trauma and tragedy. That it's not just we beat the bad guys and let's go on to the next adventure. It's we beat the bad guys, but we also lost, 15 people back there, and that person's life just got shattered. That person's home is gone. This person can no longer see their friends anymore. The sorrow and the crying and the breakdown of it is so good, so good. So let's talk about the characters here, and let's talk about what Attack on Titan, who is made by. So Attack on Titan is made by Hajime Isayama. He made Attack on Titan, which then got made into the anime. And the characters, Eren, who he is your protagonist. Yes, he is stubborn, who's not as talented as everybody else, but his determination and passion pushes him forward and puts him in situations where he is pretty much not getting lucky, but just reaction to things, and his drive to overcome challenges triggers certain events that he is now like, wow, I can't believe this is happening, but let's roll with it. I like his determination. I like the fact that he is a strong, hard-headed character, but also at times takes a moment to sit back and like, all right, I just can't run into battle all the time because if I do this, I'm putting others in harm's way. I need to trust my teammates. Some good conflict and character building for him. Then you also got Mikasa, who she's more of a quiet character, but she's like Eren's protector because she loves him. So she's there all the time, and she's kind of like your safety net. She's the character gonna come in, kick butt, clean house. Not really much of a problem character. She's just there, and there's the way they write her out of situations where she can't really always be the deciding factor because she's off somewhere else. And I do like how they do that, so it brings tension to the scene, and she's not always there to be able to save somebody when things go wrong. You have Armin, who's like the brains. He is there, he's kind of like a little more exposition character because he can break stuff down and explain it to the rest of the team, but he's also a strong character. Ooh, that's a whole cast here. Let me see here. You have Connie. Connie is a cool character. He's okay, not really cool. I'll say he's okay. Not really much that big of a piece yet. He's around. He's one of the teammates. Captain Levi, who's another character who is like your safety net character. He is so strong, so powerful that he can just take out Titans like that. And I like the way how they've written him off in this season by having him get injured. Simple snapped ankle or twisted ankle, but it takes down his speed where he can't be as much of an effective piece in the end of the season. Because if he was effective, there'd be no reason for there to be any struggle because he can just take things out like that. Hanj is another character. She's a scientist character. She's pretty cool, kind of unique. I like her. John, who's kind of set up to be Eren's like antagonist or rival. At first he's kind of a douchebag character, but then he kind of grows on you. Like he looks out for everybody else, and in a sense, him and Eren are similar. Eren's just a little more stubborn, while John's a little more like, all right, what can we do for everybody here? Sasha, she's a funny character, more comic relief, but she's an interesting character. Erwin Smith, he is like the big commander over everything. Erwin has passion, he has some drives, and he's a character that you got to look out for. And he's kind of he's more of sacrifice a few to save the many kind of character, and he's somebody you need to look out for. Annie Leonhardt. Annie, she is, becomes the antagonist toward the end of season 1. She is the one where everybody's fighting against, and quiet at first, you don't really see her coming, and then towards the end you're like, wow, okay, wow, did not expect that, and here we are. We really don't know what her motivations are. We just know she want to capture Eren. You have Reiner and Bertold. Those two characters who you don't really know much about them. You just know they're strong characters, kind of want to help out everybody in season 1, and they're like their support. Once again, kind of somebody who saves, but not really Bertold. Bertold's just there, but Reiner really steps up and stick his neck out to save Armin a lot. And Armin is a character that gets everybody respect. Like, everybody respects Armin. Annie respects Armin. Bertold respects Armin. John respects Armin. So like, things are happening to Armin in this season, and people are not really going out their way to attack him or hurt him because they respect him. And that's a really strong character trait to have that I think Armin brings to the table. You have Yamir and Krista, two characters who are always around each other, but they're there. They're part of the group, the original group that came out with Eren's training class. And those are kind of the main pieces of the story in season 1. Trying to think of anybody else that we really want to talk about. Not really. This season is a really solid season, but it takes a little bit to get rolling. But once it starts to get rolling, once you get like to Mikasa's backstory and Eren's little backstory, and Eren becomes a Titan, and them overcoming struggles from there, it really takes off and it doesn't let down for me. Like, there's certain parts, like after they clog up this hole that's in one of the walls, it kind of tails off, but then it picks back up when the Scout Regiment comes in and they kind of take over. And what is the Scout Regiment? The Scout Regiment, they're a group of people who fight Titans, and this is what Eren wanted to join. Eren finds to join them, and they go out and try to conquer Titans and learn where Titans are coming from. And Eren in season 1 gets this like reminder that like he has to get back to his home and find a way to find what's in the basement, because something in the basement could be a key to everything that involves Titans. So Eren has this key around his neck that he needs to get back home to figure out where Titans are coming from and the history of Titans. In season 1, we learn more about the situation. Matter of fact, there's a Titan in the wall, and it just ends on that note, and you're just like, what is this show? Okay, last thoughts before I get into like it's a series you should watch. Last thoughts. The music, like I said before, is really great. The artwork is great. This show is bloody. It is gruesome. If it was rated, and a rating would be rated M, I think it is rated MA for mature. It is some dark, shocking stuff that happens. Matter of fact, episode 1 where Eren's moms get killed, it is gruesome. Like, it is like, oh my gosh. And the slow pace of it is, whew. And then watching people getting eaten by Titans is also really, really disturbing. And it's a really, like, just some unsettling images in this show, but it's definitely worth the watch. Is this a season that you should watch? Yes, invest into this. Once you get past episode 5 or 6, you are on a journey that's not gonna, you're gonna be changed because of Attack on Titan. Just put it that way. And also a fun fact here, I watched this season in Japanese and I watched it in English, and to me, I like the Japanese Titan voice better than the English Titan voice. But as far as which one will I watch more, I really doesn't matter. I like them both separately. Now, or both individually. Now, season 1 grading. I'm gonna grade season 1 Attack on Titan a solid B. It's a solid B, because the first 6 episodes is really kind of hard to get into, but then after that, like I said, like it takes off. It's 25 episodes, but it really almost lets you down in that first 5 or 6 episodes before it really, like, I'm invested. So it's a B. This is season 1 of Attack on Titan. It's a B from me. If you've seen Attack on Titan, let me know. Please put in the comment section below, and what are your thoughts on it? Other than that, see you in the next episode when we break downs, series review, and keep being awesome. Thank you guys for watching this episode. I really appreciate it. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Also, you want to see what else I'm doing in my normal life and other things that's going on, please follow me on Instagram at Ali_Zakka. I'll put it right here around my face. Yep, right there. Also, if you want more episode of movie breakdowns or grind towards success or whatever it is I'm doing on YouTube, you know what? Follow my page right here, like I said before, the little comment thing right there, And then you can watch the last episode of movie breakdowns right here, and watch the last episode of Grind Towards Success right there. Other than that, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate y'all. See y'all next time, and keep being awesome.